Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here, ain't stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise here, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win.
What?
And I'ma do it again. Watch me win.
I gotta let this play a little
Watch
bit.
me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win.
What's good? What's good? What's good? E, how you like that? How you like
If I
that?
wasn't
You like
ready
that
for the
one?
pod, I'm ready now. If I wasn't
You
ready
wasn't
before, I'm
Hyped you
ready
up a little
now.
bit? Hyped you up a little bit?
If I wasn't ready before, I'm ready now. Let's go.
All right. Week 1, Redzone down in the books. I'm not gonna say eventful. It was you know, gotta shout out to Redzone gear. What you think of week 1 so far?
It was actually a great week. Great week. It was cold.
Oh,
It was cold.
boy.
That's what I take away. It was cold, but
Cold is an understatement.
shout out to all the guys that came out. Pause. That's the first one. Get that one out the way. I had a good time, man. For real. That's what it's all about, though. That's what it's all about.
Guys seem to have fun. Like that's my takeaway. They seem to really have enjoyed playing, and a lot of people don't play winter ball, man. Winter ball can be rough. But see, it was a good starting week.
Again, it wasn't cold like that. It was the wind, I think, because there were times when the wind wasn't as heavy and it wasn't as bad outside. So
definitely.
hopefully this wind
It was
that we
definitely
getting all week
the wind.
dies down. We can deal with 38, 40 degree weather. It's that wind on top of it. That's what made it extra.
Yeah, and this week here, I'm hoping it dies down before Saturday because the wind has been ridiculous.
I hope
today
was
crazy.
My phone is in last
we
day,
were supposed to have some snow, but I think that has moved away from us, so we're okay.
Go that way. Buffalo, Canada, they can have that.
All right. Listen, it's been a little bit since we've been on something like this. So Redzone TV podcast, man, that is name. The hosts are, hold on one second. I'm actually getting a phone call. The hosts are me and E for this episode, but I think you guys are tired of hearing me and E talk. So we are actively searching some alternate hosts for some episodes. We have some people who have said something, but we got to make sure that they're serious. You know what I mean? So holla at us.
You can have it. You can have it.
All right, E. Now we get two things to talk about today. We're gonna go over the previous games, and we also gonna go over the teams and what you think of from what you've seen on what these teams are. Because this is week 1. A lot of people playing with different people. Some people playing QB that haven't played QB. It's.
Now we also gonna talk about you see the big boys try to steal from us, right? Try to steal the rule, right? You see
yo, innovative in the NFL, just for the record,
the big boys,
we were the first to think of that, and now they want to come up with something. Yo, you know what? They may be watching us, man. They watching. Somebody's watching those messages. Yeah. So, all right, let's get into Division 3, which we had. You know what? Let's go through the teams first because I actually want to get a guest on for for that division. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves
It's not
it.
who I think it is. I
It
don't.
is who you think it
I
is.
honestly don't know who. It's not who I think it is. Right?
It is who you think it is, but he deserves it because all he does is talk nonsense, and then we'll get into that part a little bit in a little bit. All right, so let's start with D3. All right, hold on. I got to get us out the way. All right. So, listen, this is in no particular order. The only team that's in the position because they're in their position is 220 because we haven't seen them. So that's why they're at the bottom there. It's not a ranking, nothing like that. Just, so D3 division has the veteran Browns, the free agents, the Ravens, All Stars, and 220. Now, E, you can start where you would like.
Well, I don't know much about 220, as you said. I know they're a mixture of guys that we've seen from a previous place, but I think that team is going to be okay. If it's the team that I saw on paper, I don't know who they've added or subtracted recently, but the latest thing that I saw, that's the full team.
Yeah. And from what I heard, they've added some people, but they'll be fine. They'll be good.
That team is going to be okay.
At the helm, they have a very very capable leader who does his thing. So we never you can't bet against that man. You guys will see who it is when the time comes around.
QB.
Championship winning QB. Let's just call it that.
Can't take it away from him.
Yeah. So, now, go ahead.
All Stars. I get it, I get it, but it's not no, huh?
Oh, you talking about what you call playing QB?
Playing QB.
Talking about Nick playing QB.
Yeah, is that the plan?
They have two QBs from what I know. The other has to show up. You like the other QB. He took over in a finals game too late. You thought
he's gonna play?
He's on the roster from what I've seen.
If he plays and you move again, he's a very capable wide receiver also / tight end. If that's the guy we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he becomes quarterback and move Nick C over to wide receiver, I like the team a lot better. Yeah. I like it a lot. I got you. No slight. No.
Well, you got to give the man. You got to give the man some snaps sometimes.
We just talking about what we saw. We're talking about
absolutely.
And if you want to be a team that competes here, Nick C being wide receiver, I think, helps more than him being QB. Make sense?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Now the Ravens. I'll let you talk about the Ravens first.
Oh, I get to go first on the Ravens. All right. So from this first game, well, the Ravens are some players compiled from multiple teams. Some people who I know, close friends of mine on that team, and some of Ken's guys put together with some of Omar's guys to make one team. Now, by build, I like the roster.
Yeah.
So what they have to improve on is I didn't like the play calling.
Okay.
That's simple as that. Let's they already know. The people in charge already know. I've already said what I had to say to them about it. So just improve the play calling. Like it's don't make the play calling algebra.
What? All right. What I will say, and we're talking to Omar. What I will say, Omar, this is not the other. You have guys.
The first episode, you already going single box?
No.
Right, go ahead.
You have guys. It's not Hashitashi and them. You know what I mean? This team is not that. Whereas other places, it might have felt that way at times. It might have felt that way at times. That it was Hashitashi. If it wasn't Hashitashi, then he had no chance of scoring. This team does have
very capable guys.
You have Ken, you have Steve, you have Fabi. Like the team is good. The team is good. So just don't fall back into bad habits. That's all. That'll be my advice. So I'm not a QB. Don't pretend to be one. Just don't fall back into bad habits. This team is good.
Start fresh. Fresh. I'm trying to put in you're trying to put in a team. You call me later. Call me later. Usman, I might need you as an analyst though.
We have a Gladiators D3.
I might need you as an analyst. So all right. So yeah, that's about it for the Ravens. Now, okay, who do you want to talk about last? I would take the free agent team last in this one because I think we have they got some. It's more of a story with them.
But if we talk about the Browns, that your guess is a part of that?
Yeah.
So you'll talk free agents.
Let me make sure. I might regret this.
Not might. You will regret this.
I might regret this, but in all honesty,
let them know it's
deserved,
PG.
Right? You don't think so?
This is PG. We got a little. I'm only saying it this way because I forgot it. We got a little Usman watching this show, so it got to be PG. Let them know. Usman, what's your son's name again? My bad, man. What's his son's name? I'm pretty sure he's watching. So tell your guest to be on his best behavior, please. We do have kids watching. All right?
All right. No problem.
Pause and stuff is cool, but tell your guest to.
Oh, wait. I said the wrong thing.
Censor herself a little bit.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's get back into this. So let's do the free agents. So the free agents. A team that was needed, but after building the team, they're actually a good team. They're actually a good team.
What I will tell this team, patience, man. Patience.
Yeah, definitely.
I get you have someone that you're familiar with and you know is capable of playing a certain position, but the guy who's starting right now is capable. Just give him time. Just give him time. He did lead you to a W, so I guess the people that wanted him gone have to shut up for a week. But give him time, man. Give him time.
Yeah, you won the game.
All I say. Just practice patience with him. You won.
Yeah, Tayyip, absolutely not. They will not catch me there. My whole family knows this. They cannot get me there.
Here we go. It's not here we go. It's not here we go. We just practice patience, guys.
Hey, don't worry. We're gonna talk about you. You had a good you had a good start for this season to try to make this name for yourself here. So
do you get what I'm saying though? Like, do you agree with that? Or
me? Yeah. I'm
trying to say stuff without, going too much into their personal.
Listen. You fresh, a whole bunch of fresh guys just thrown together, right?
It's fully transparent. We had a spot to fill before we knew about 220. So me and you actually worked together and put this team together. So everybody knows but that's all we did. Like, we were in the chat. I have since backed out of the chat. I have nothing to do with it. Rob, I believe, was only in the chat to discuss finances or something with them, but you don't chime into anything, right? We have nothing to do with
nothing to do with that. Christian's the captain of the team.
Christian is the captain of the team. But what I did see before I left was a little bit of,
So we're going.
He's capable. That's all I'm going to say. And it's not because we played with him and won with him. He's capable.
He is very capable. So I'm going to this comment here. So you got to know your personnel to know your personnel. Y'all don't know each other. So it's going to be a little figuring out process where you got to feel things out. And I felt in the second half, y'all played really well. I felt in the second half y'all played really well. QB kind of started running the O that you guys were demanding, and that's basically what it's going to come down to. It's a, you got to run the plays that they were there. They were there. Took some shots
shout out
in the
to
first
AZ.
half.
It seems like he played with AZ before. That's the way it felt, right?
Yeah,
It felt like him and AZ had a little rapport.
they
Across
did.
the
But
middle.
AZ's been trusty for
game.
anybody he's been playing with. Now,
The game-winning touchdown, and yes, he used these. He caught it with his hands, Christian.
Oh boy, you owe him a big apology.
He caught it with his hands.
You owe him a big apology. So it's you got to have patience. Yeah, I got you. I'm not but in the end, you can't knock a W. Can't knock the dub. So y'all figured it out, and y'all have some what y'all could be capable of for a free agent team is a lot, because y'all have the speed, y'all have size, y'all have possession receivers, y'all have smart, crafty receivers, and you have I know he's QB2, but he's also smart in the huddle
and take over the
play
huddle,
calling wilds. So, and he's very
it's
capable of
almost
receiving.
It's almost like the GMs know a little thing or two about football, it's
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
So it just
put together a team. Yeah.
So y'all just gotta, I wouldn't jump. Listen, like I said, I have no input at this point. Our job was we put the team together. The captains are in place. We started it, and then whatever's gonna happen, that's gonna be a choice by y'all and the captain. But if it was me, I'd go another week and see what, because this week could be 2 halves of the second half. And y'all look amazing. So, all right, we'll get back to free agents when we get into those scores. Browns look good. Browns look good.
I know it's only 1 week. They look like the best team.
Yeah. Browns look good. They have their star in Squirrel, and then they put the pieces together around them. Kazi looked good. Looked good this week. He got we know Kazi likes to throw the deep bomb. He got to throw it. It was to we'll talk about that. This is his first touchdown, bomb over the top, good placement, dropped it in. Oh gosh. Dropped it in. But that's it for this division, and we'll get into. Should we get into the games first?
Get into the games while we're here. Get into the games while we're talking about the
D3 games. Gotta see which one's what. All right, we'll talk about this one here. All right. Now, like I said, Browns, obviously we think they do look like the best team, but this is experience, and they have Shu on the sideline and as QB2. So that's years and years and years of experience. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be good.
And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about what he was lacking in other places, but Shu is gonna be huge for Kazi here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's gonna help him adapt to this style of football.
Yes. Yeah. You said it properly. You said it the way that I wanted to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's very capable, but yeah, Shu in his ear. And I actually think this team is gonna be, they're gonna listen more than the other team that he wants to play for the year. So
they're veteran guys that are just going to sit back and run the play.
Yeah, it's the perfect place for him. Perfect place.
And as we speak of the Browns, we're going to bring in one of the stars of the day from the Browns. I'm not going to call this name, but we know him as Salt. This may be the biggest mistake in the world.
This is
what's going on? Great podcast, man.
Look at his name already, man.
Yeah.
Come on. We have kids watching.
So far, the league is amazing, man. You guys are taking amazing strides for the LGBTQ community.
Oh boy, let's PG.
Guys,
PG, you trying to get us
of
banned?
course.
We have children watching, man. We have children watching.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I appreciate all fans. Let me know if they want autographs and signatures and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Guys.
For those that don't know, so unfortunately, caught the first ever touchdown pass in RGFL history.
That's what I was
Of
aiming
all
for. Like,
people.
but y'all know my story. I was gonna go into the NFL from high school. I did a couple years of college. I was gonna get recruited, but hurt my ACL right before camp.
Okay. Right before camp. Okay.
Freaking Jets dropped me, man.
Oh, the Jets. Oh man.
So now
You lucked out.
I have to play in these leagues with Indian people. I'm trying to go back to my heritage. So as you guys know, I'm half Kenyan, half Bangladeshi.
Kenyan? You have Kenyan?
Yeah, before the Pangea took place. My bottom half African American. That's actually where I get my hands from. Bro, these big hands, I was just born with it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. This is
Now you can talk about.
Yo, this is what we do. From now on, we call our quarterback Kamikaze, the way he throw bombs at me. Kamikaze, I hope you watching, bro. Keep throwing them bombs, man.
All right, now can we are you done?
Can we talk about the game a little bit?
What would you like to ask me?
All right. All jokes aside, like, talk about this team though, man. Like, 'cause this team is stacked. So, how far do you think this team could really go in this league?
Yo, as far as I'm gonna take them. So let me tell you, right? So this is what happens in the huddle, right? Before the game started.
Okay.
Ozzy's like, every pass is coming to you. So I'm unselfish. So I was like, yo, I have teammates.
Okay.
We have a guy named Adil. I think he just started playing football. We call him like a little squirrel or something like that. I was like, yo, give him the ball sometimes. A little squirrel, they got to work for their nuts. Give him the ball. So after the first touchdown, I was like, yo, give me the first one because, I want to put this league on the map. Etch myself into the history books. You know what I mean? So
I
when
got you.
Children is playing in RZFL, they're going to be like, yo, so? He's like George Washington.
Okay.
First touchdown. I don't know any presidents. I know the first one, though.
I see the signs.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was like, yo, throw me the first one. After that, just use my speed as decoy. Like,
that's what it is.
Like, feed the teammates. We got a guy named Anus, Stiam.
Nah, see, you got problems.
I don't know these guys. Like, throw them a rock, Let them get a taste of how it feels. Yeah, because, games come in when it's a close game. Kazi, you know who to go to, man.
So pretty much after the first touchdown, it was just use your speed to open it up for everybody else. That's what you're saying?
That's exactly what it was. That's what he told me in the huddle. He was like, yo, listen.
Oh, okay. Because he could go to you every time. He could go to you every time, but it was just
that's what he said. Else. But I'd rather share I want to share the ball, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a selfish player out here.
I'm gonna give you a little credit. I'm gonna give you a little credit. I watched the playback where you scored, and he dropped it in over the top, and you had to make an over the shoulder catch in front of you, which to be honest, a lot of guys can't do it.
Drag the back foot. That shit was out of bounds. I had to put my hands out.
No, I didn't see all that.
Drag the back foot.
I gotta watch that play again. I gotta watch the play again. I gotta watch it again. I didn't see that. I gotta watch the
back foot, man.
Yeah, I'll give you a little credit. It was a good catch for the first touchdown. Then you also got the extra point after, which I don't know, like of all people to catch it, this guy here, which we knew it was going to be funny that he caught it. So
oh man, Kazi, man, Kamikaze out here, man. Keep
so you see a championship in your future. I know it's just after one game.
Knock on wood, enchilada, man, inshallah.
So championship.
I hope so, bro. As long as freaking Shoe don't throw that bum. He said he hurt his knee or something like that.
Oh my gosh, what kind of?
What is going on? What is going on?
As long as Kazi the QB, we taking his chip. Don't try to step in and shoot. Now I'm just nah. We got a good team, bro. I like all the players. It's been mad fun so far.
Okay, I know this is your first time back to football in a while. So.
Yeah, like I said, NFL fell off, so got to come play in these type of leagues, flag football and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So, this was a this was a slap in 45-6. But Ravens are also a fresh. I feel like the Ravens didn't get the practice.
I think doesn't Ravens have a player named like Yobert or something like that? I don't know if I've seen him on the field.
You just came away to slander people, huh?
He was playing?
Yeah, he was playing.
Oh, I think he was the first guy I ran by.
Yeah, for the touchdown?
I think so. Okay. Yo, tell him how you see Sonic in person.
Just for the record, you listen, you putting a bullseye on your back. You put a bullseye on your back, so.
Well, then just call me Jordan, baby. We out here.
Put up that comment right there. I'm looking to see it. Can you see that comment?
Can you see that?
What'd it say?
I can't wait to play the Browns now.
I don't even know who that is. Who is
Don't
that?
worry about it. You'll find out on the field.
Nah, don't find out on the
field.
Yo,
listen, all this chatter you got, you can't disappear now.
I might not start next week.
You can't disappear now because they're gonna be
right.
Mad fun so far, man. Yo, we out here, man. Kazi, you know what it is, baby.
People gonna be here to shut you down. All right.
Yo,
listen,
you might have to go call like Jalen Ramsey or something. He play flag football. Darrell Reeves or something like that.
We don't need anybody like that to stop you. We go see next week when you play your game. So, Salt. It's always a pleasure having you on. Funny guy, man. You guys make it hilarious out here.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna talk to you. It's been mad fun so far.
I'm glad. Hopefully you keep enjoying it and enjoy the rest of the season. Good luck to you guys. Hopefully
before I go, just a question. Like, as a quarterback, Rob, like, what do you prefer? Tight end or a wide receiver?
You really let him get that question out, man.
I'm gonna let him rock today. He scored. I'm gonna let him rock. But I'm not gonna answer him. But so thanks for coming on. We'll see you on the field on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, bro.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
Now listen, we already knew he was gonna be ridiculous, so it's just all right. All right, so 45.
You were really trying to be professional throughout that whole thing, man.
I tried.
You tried.
45-6. Ravens got some work to do, to get it together. It is a short season, so they got to work fast. But the Browns are veterans, and not that I expected 45-6, but I expected them to come out and be ready. Yeah. And they practiced in the little off season we had, and it showed this game. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the other D3 game, the free agents versus the all-stars. And now for E, I just surprise him sometimes. We so we got a second guest.
We do,
and we're gonna let him speak about this game. New guy to our leagues, and very boisterous. Had a great game this week. Had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
What up?
Oh, okay.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
What's good, bro?
Not much, man. Hope y'all having a good day. I surely am.
So we we were on the podcast. You said you're looking for somewhere to play, stuff like that. It just happened to be we were able to grab you to put you on this free agent team. Yeah. And you looking to make a big splash name for yourself in these leagues here, mm-hmm. as one of those guys. I think you, for the most part, this game you had I don't know about offensively, you had a couple catches offensively, but defensively, you was out there. You showed up defensively.
Could have been 3, but got a little handsy on one.
Listen, it's all good, man. I'm just gonna show them I'm a dog, man. Both sides of the ball, man. That's it. So, hey, I'm ready for anybody, whether it's Kamikaze in the Browns or whoever else is in my way. I'm here. Let's get it.
So you're gonna who did they? Well, we'll get into who they play. I'm not even sure. I gotta
I
check
think
the
they play the
slide.
Ravens this week, right?
You play the Ravens this
I
week,
think-
okay?
I think-
So now
I
the
think
Ravens
so.
are coming off a tough loss. But we'll get into your game here. So you as we see as you guys, if you guys were watching, we were in the chat talking about how this game went. This is a fresh team put together. QB, receivers he's never played with, everybody together. Some people look like they played together, some people didn't. Some ill-advised throws, then some good throws, and it was just a mix-up, different two tales of two halves, because I feel like the second half was really good. First half, it was just like wasn't great offense, but second half it looked much better. Give us a little thought on what you've seen out there.
All right, so obviously defensively we were very good. We were very on the ball. Made sure that we guarded what we need to guard. But offensively, it was very stagnant. I felt like he was just looking. Our quarterback that we had in was just looking for his main targets, and you got to scan the whole field. But it comes a long way of knowing your personnel, like I said earlier. So I'm not gonna knock him on that, but definitely some improvement for that. But other than that, I felt like we pretty much moved the ball down the field. And yeah, man, it could have been obviously a higher score game, but yeah, we did what we had to do. We had to seal the victory on defense. So that's really what it
That's
is.
it. At the end of the day, whether you win by 1 or you win by 40, you come out with the win. That's all that matters. And especially with a team, you guys being a fresh set of guys together to come out and win your first game.
We normally don't do this, right? So, and I know we normally talk about where we are this league, but let's do a little player spotlight. Talk a little bit about yourself, like where you came from and how did you get into flag football and all these leagues, Let's get to know who Flight is.
Okay, so as myself, I played college football at Rutgers University. I was a wide receiver there. Graduated in 2016. Went out to I had mini camps for 2 NFL teams, Philadelphia and the Jets. Also, I played in the UFL. Was supposed to play this year, but that didn't happen. So try my luck again next year. But got into the flag football league because of 2 people. I was playing with them on like Saturdays at a recreational flag football thing, and they're like, "Hey man, like I think you would be a good fit for our team," which was the sleepers in the other league. And now I'm here. So you're playing Redzone now.
So that's a good resume. That's a good resume. That's a good resume.
You on the Jets? Did you see he saw it out there? Because he said he was tried out for the Jets before he had it. I don't know if you saw the last interview with his ass. Did you see Saul out there?
He definitely didn't see his ass out there.
I definitely didn't see him, but hey man, I'm waiting to see him on. I'm waiting to see him on Saturdays. Let's see.
Ooh. There we go.
Okay.
So so this week, I should check who they play. Let me check real quickly.
I think we're off this week for sure.
You are off this week.
You
are off this week. All right. So to be honest, y'all should get a practice in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she get to practice it. I think your captain's trying to work that out, and we're there to officiate whatever y'all gonna do. So,
or if y'all need people to go,
or if y'all need some bodies, I might have to get the gear back on.
Hey, y'all sure y'all ready for that, man? I don't know, man.
You better ask around.
I seen them legs moving. It wasn't moving out there, man.
Say what?
Oh no.
Ask. Hold on. You know what? Hold on.
We gotta see that. Oh, he's pulling out the trophy now.
I'm about tired of this disrespect. I could reach back there 10 more times.
Oh man,
we play. I'm a little hurt, but I got hurt a week ago. But
okay,
we play. Don't think we don't. We just we might need
you. We might need you. I ain't gonna lie. We might need you.
Yeah. So but you had an impeccable game this week, man. Defensively, you were closing on the football. Like he said, three picks, 2 picks
Two
that counted, 3
one.
picks in the game.
Y'all know y'all wrong for that first one though. Y'all
Nah,
know y'all
nah.
wrong for
They
that,
got
right?
little two
This
hands.
is
You little two
football,
hands.
man. This is a physical sport. It don't matter if it's flag. This is physical. If the player cannot go up for that ball, that's not my
He
fault,
couldn't
man.
go up because of the
Come
two hands.
on.
I can't
He
go up
got
from
2
getting
on him.
pushed in
Come
my
on, man.
back. I can't go from getting pushed in my back. But
Come on, man. But it's all good. You know, I still got my 2 interceptions.
You made up for it
You know.
on the next ones. And was your pick seal? Did your pick seal the game?
My pick sealed that game. My
So-
pick sealed. If we did not stop them there, they had 50 seconds to get down that field and score. For sure. You understand? So I'm glad that, you know, we got the stop, but we got to do better on offense. That's the main goal. We got to get better on offense. We got the weapons. We just got to get better on offense.
yeah, that's definitely gonna come with
I
time.
definitely agree with you guys. When we were putting the players together, we were like, we thought we had one. If you've seen the people just start getting added, right?
Yeah.
The one thing we were like, they need some speed, like a, and we had a dude in mind, but his number had changed, and we happened to see him.
We happen to see him
the next week, and we were like,
Wow.
yo, you would be perfect for this team because he's fast, bro.
And I think I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah.
Go out, name Lamar.
That
yeah.
man,
Yeah.
yeah, he got some wheels.
Yeah.
He got
So
some
we were
wheels.
like, and once we added Lamar, we were like, yo, I think the team's ready. So,
And not to talk out of pocket, but he might be playing with a familiar face coming up soon too, right? Does that change happen?
Yeah, I that should be okay. Yeah. I've been asked.
I don't know if you know.
You go see it, but you'll see who gets added to your chat.
Oh,
But
man.
it's another smart, capable player that will help with keeping everything together, and he's an offensive weapon also.
Gotcha.
So y'all are in good position to be somebody.
I know.
You know him. You see him out there. Yeah,
you know very well. You know him very
He's
well.
very vocal out there. He's very vocal
very
out there.
well.
And he's always out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Listen, we are glad to have you, bro. Good luck this season. You already started great. Just keep it up, and you know, we looking for good things out of you, bro.
Hey, no doubt, man. I appreciate you having me on, and looking forward for the rest of the season, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Like that guy, man. Good guy.
Impressive resume, bro.
That might be the most impressive resume I've seen.
No,
I've heard.
A lot of the guys we know, we talk, but we don't really know the backstory for a lot of the new people that show up. So I think that was good to get behind the who this guy is. So as you said, Rutgers graduated 2016.
Yeah, so I expect big things out of it.
UFL's losses, RZFL's gains. So
yeah, this game was, like I said, tale of two halves. The All-Stars, they're gonna figure out what they're gonna do offensively, because I think that was mostly their problem in this game, and so in part, some of it was because he was cleaning up everything on the back end. So, I'm not gonna count them out or anything like that, but I do expect the free agents to play better.
Oh, sure, for sure.
So this game here wasn't a good game for them in the first half. We see 2 complete halves. This could be a 40-point game. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. And All-Stars, figure out what you guys doing on offense. I think I felt like they were a little undermanned. Not really undermanned, but it just, you know, Nick got to sit back there and no happy feet. Don't cut half of the field off. He was doing this thing where he would go to one side of the field. You know what I mean? So, that's about it. Listen, guys, this is just episode 1. Like I said, listen, we need some analysts, man. You guys got to be tired of hearing me talk. Don't get me wrong, we be right, but you got to be tired. I got to be tired of hearing this. All right, E, let's get into D2. Elites All-Stars. Shout out to Anas, man. Shout out to Anas, bro. He was out there. He was out there throwing the rock, bro. He was out there.
That other quote is reserved for somebody else. You can't.
He was about to use it. I can't use it. I was. He was throwing the rock. Anas, like I said, I've said this many times. He is a very capable QB, but relinquishes QB a lot. It doesn't look like he's doing that anymore.
He's not going to do that here. He's not going to do that here.
So
he's not going to do it.
He's out here. He's showing his ability downfield, short, outside, down the middle. It doesn't matter. He's letting it go, dropping dimes downfield. Shout out to Nas. He did a great job. And this team is well built.
That team is put together well.
This team is well built. And they didn't even have one of their best players out there.
Oh, he'll be there this week, right?
He should be there this week.
Cleats,
yeah.
Cleats.
So they just played well. Like they just look like they know what they're doing. They're veterans. It's good to see Squirrel back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that it's good to see Squirrel back. He still got the shiftiness, looking like old Squirrel out there.
And he was having fun out there, cooking them up.
Yeah,
he was having fun.
You know, he's a little older now, but still same old Squirrel. All Stars. Dre was the QB this week. I'm curious to see what they're gonna go with moving forward, because they do have two very good QBs on that roster. So we'll see what they do moving forward. And that's about it. I'm trying to think if it was this game. There was some ill-advised clock management.
On this game?
Might have been the other game, but yeah. But that's about it. Good game was a good game. Came down to at least just played better. They were the better team. They're better team.
It came down. And we didn't shout them out when you were talking about the elites. All-Star struggled to guard ZQ. That's what it was at the beginning.
Oh yeah. You
can talk about that. They just struggled.
So ZQ has been back, man. He is improved. It's because he was okay, and then now he's turned into one of those. Yeah, he's a problem. So good. Shout out to ZQ. All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. 26-12. Garbage Men versus the Gladiators.
Gladiators doing what they do. Very workmanlike win. Workmanlike. That's what it is. Like, and the score was only this close because they had Garbage Man had like a late pick six, something like that, right? Yeah. So in terms of the Gladiators, defense really only gave up 6 points.
So now this
as long as they pack in the defense.
But I think the O is going to be there. I think the O is going to be there too, though.
No, I get that, but we know their calling card. Where we've seen these guys
stand on defense. Yeah,
they pack that defense. You have James and Ty back there.
Manny had a good game.
Yes, he did. As a receiver,
Manny had a good game.
I was talking about the defense.
Yeah. The Garbage Men didn't have their starting QB, so Ned had to play QB, and that's always going to hurt your team. If Ned's going to be their best wide receiver, so that's going to hurt your team. So
it didn't result in points. he threw well.
I thought he threw well. He didn't think he had a good performance, but I thought he threw well, and there were a lot of drops.
He probably expected more of himself. He probably played the position before, but for that being our first time actually seeing him play that after knowing what he's done as a wide receiver, I thought he threw the ball well.
Pretty good.
I thought he threw well.
I thought so also, but he didn't like his performance. So that's all that matters. All right.
They have more guys. I think they only had like 6 or 7 this week, right?
Yeah, so they should be I'm curious to see when their QB shows up, what they look like. That's what I kind of want to see.
That's what we always talk about. We talk about the receiver who becomes QB. You know what I mean? Gets to go back to wide receiver. So you gain there. So if the QB is decent, you get Ned, who's arguably, you know what I mean?
He's the top
3 wide receiver here. Yeah. So
yeah, he's one of the top wide receivers.
Yeah. So the team can only be better with that.
All right, E.
And you can branch out, guys. There are certain guys looking for team. I know certain people want to play with their guys and all that. There are a pool of players still looking.
Mm-hmm.
There are a pool.
What free agents message in the chat, and guys will hit you up. Like, there's people looking for players and there's people looking to play. So just message in the chat. Let's go to these teams here. So Caliphs we're gonna see them for the first time this week. I'm curious to see what they come out with. I know, they're coming off a championship in another league. I'm sure the team can't be that same team exactly, but AZ puts together a good roster.
Some of the names that I saw in that team, this team is going to be good.
Yeah, so
the team is going to be good.
Team's going to be solid. So we're going to see what they come out and do.
Hold on.
What?
This team, did they get a guy from another team up here? That I'm thinking about it.
Possibly.
Did they get strong by weakening another team?
Possibly. That's very possible because I know what you're talking about. That's his team. That's his team.
Uh-huh.
That's his team.
Okay.
So I would assume so. I would assume they go together. I would assume so. We'll see. We'll see this week. We'll see
if
this
that
week.
happens. I don't want to coach. If I'm a Nas, I know who I'm on the phone with immediately. Let me text you. Let me text you.
As E sends me what he's talking about. But yeah, I would think that would happen because that's that team.
I believe it's the same tier.
I think I know what you're gonna. Yeah. I know you were gonna say.
You make that phone call?
I do. Absolutely.
I'll make that phone call.
Absolutely.
Anas.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's not our job. That's not our job. We don't GM. We
don't GM.
We ref. So this, like I said, this is in no particular order for the teams or anything like that. So glad if I was to say who I would think is the best team out here right now, it would actually look like it's in order. It's between those two at the top. I liked what I seen out of the Gladiators.
Yeah, it's the Gladiators. I would say the Gladiators. Right?
Yeah, I really liked what I seen out of the Gladiators.
That we get Swaggy Umair is always fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we get Swaggy Umair.
And like you said, they always pack the defense, so the defense is always going to show up, so they're going to stop you.
And unlike
James said, Mike and Nate didn't play either.
And like I said, and
very well built roster.
Other times, other places, this is the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've talked other places about outside. No, I don't think there's any of that this year. And even if there was to be, James wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
James would nip that right away. I'm sure Usman would, but James having his back, they would nip that right away. Yeah. None of that outside noise going to come in.
Well, they don't have that. They won't have those issues. This is they're all together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I said this team is built different than
Yeah. So and Elites may have gotten a little weaker, but they can quickly fill the hole if that's what happened. I'm like I said, I'm curious to see what the Cali's come out with. I've heard of their QB. I haven't seen him play, but I heard he's really good. So we'll see what happens there. Garbage Men, I'm waiting to see the Garbage Men's QB to see how he looks with all the targets out there, because the guys that were out there look solid. So now you add Ned to that and have a guy that can throw the ball. We'll see what happens.
We've been cookie cutter this whole show. I'm gonna say something. I want to put you on the spot right now, and it's only one game. You're all stars, right? Would you rather? What helps your team out more? Dre throwing with Sheep at receiver, or vice versa?
So no knock on Dre, but Sheep as QB because it's his team. They do what they do.
I got that. I'm talking about, but one guy has to play the other position. You're not just going to have a guy on the roster to be a backup QB and not play at all. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, Dre took off a couple. Let me say this: Dre was hurt.
I know,
so he wasn't able to play receiver.
That's why I'm asking.
Dre is a very good receiver.
That's what I'm
asking.
Yeah,
very good
receiver.
I would take cheap with Dre I would take sheep with Dre as receiver.
Receiver. Okay.
Yes.
That would make this team better. Okay.
Yeah. And it would be to have when you have a guy who's smart playing receiver, it helps the QB out even more because he just knows what to do in certain situations. He just knows.
I know they can both play both positions. That's why I asked the question. It wasn't.
I was trying not to knock anybody.
No, the question was they can both do both. So I'm saying, which way do you think would be better for the team? That's what I was asking.
Yeah. I would go with Sheep and Dre as receiver. Dre was moving last week, man, coming off a groin injury. Mm-hmm. He took off one of those times and was moving. It's been a while since he's been able to run like that.
Yeah.
So good to see him back healthy. So all right.
If you want, we've talked about the games. Just give a synopsis on what the conversion is, because I know I did send a video out earlier this week, and we did put it in writing, but just so guys can have another understanding of what the play is.
So the conversion rule is basically let me clarify really quick. So basically, it's you get a play from the 25 or the 20, depending on the division. You have to score, which is get into the end zone. Now, getting into the end zone.
They're both 25. They're both 25.
They're both 25? Okay, so the 25. Go from the 25. You have to get into the end zone. When you get into the end zone, you don't get points for it. It just gives you the ball back at the 5 to drive again to try to score. It just gives a chance in games that would necessarily be over, because in the NFL, you have a chance with an onside kick. The percentage may be very low, which the percentage is going to be very low. But if you can complete it,
you have a chance. Yeah,
you have a chance. You get in the end zone. You got a big guy. You chuck it up. He pulls one down. You get the ball back now to come down and try to make. You
still have to drive from the. So all don't. If you give up that 25-yard TD or whatever we want to call it, don't feel bad if you're the team that gave that up. The other team still has to drive from the 5 and score on you again. So I like the rule. I think it's a very good rule.
Yeah, and if you fail, you start at the 35-yard line, 5 yards away. The team that would have gotten the ball, the opposing team will get the ball at the 35-yard line, 5 yards away from the first down marker, essentially ending the game for you, because they're probably going to get the first, run out your timeouts, whatever it is. But you do have a chance instead of not having a chance at all. So that was actually thought of before we even played that first game. And then on the field, somebody said to me, dang, man, only if there was some sort of way to do an onside kick or something here. And I was like, yo, we already been trying to think of something like that. Yeah. And
working on it.
It actually, it wasn't actually going to be implemented this season right now, but we thought it worked out. So
it's down 16 with 5 minutes left, or 14 with 2 minutes left. So
yes,
I want to put that out there.
We'll give you a chance to win that game, to get back.
I think there's a chance we see it this week.
I would hope so. Is there a chance that we see it completed?
No,
but no. No.
I mean, if you got a unicorn like myself out there, then possibly, just throw it up. We got footage of me catching Hail Marys. This footage.
You do. I ain't mad at you. You've been playing good ball.
This footage of me.
See, I ain't out here to hate. You've been playing good ball. All right. Listen, first episode. It's been a busy week for me. So getting it all together. People have been asking all week. It's just been a busy week for me. It's work. Like I said, if you're in that chat, I said this is the time I'm audited, so I have a lot of work that I'm doing right now. But times will free up and we'll get to more content. So thanks for our guests coming on today. Final words.
Look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday, man. I'm glad that week 1 was successful. Again, the main thing, we're just all friends who love football. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it at that. We all have become friends, some in a very, very strange way. The chat say that. Chat show that we have a very strange way of all showing our friendship. We all friends through football, man. So let's just keep it that way. We just out here to have a good time, guys.
I guess it's me. Final words. Listen, dress warm. This may be the coldest Sunday out of the Saturday out of the Saturdays. Dress warm. Be ready to play.
Real men wear no sleeves.
What?
Real men wear no sleeves.
Yeah, all right. We go see. And nobody gonna. Well, the only person who's gonna be out there with skin out is Nick with shorts on.
With shorts on, right?
Weather. I don't know how he do it. So, but good luck to everybody this week. Yeah. Listen, like I said, we looking for some people to be the analyst for this. Like like I'm tired of hearing me and E talk. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. We need two people. I'll be behind the scenes. You got here, you talk, everything. Just all you gotta do is come out here and talk.
Yeah,
he can be, you know what? He can be y'all Joy Taylor.
Nah, that sounded good up until about a week ago. Nah. You trying to get us in trouble? Nah.
Oh boy.
That was all good till about a week ago. No.
Yeah,
but yeah.
We are waiting. We looking for two people. So hit me up in the
Throw that beat on. Throw that beat on for your boy. Throw that beat on.
I got you. We out of here, man.
Throw that beat on.
Peace.
Watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss.